Hey there, science fans! Welcome back to another exciting episode where we dive deep into the wonders and challenges of our incredible planet. Our planet's feeling a bit under the weather lately, and the diagnosis is in climate change. It's not just a buzzword, it's a reality that's reshaping our world in profound ways. It's a biggie, folks, impacting everything from our weather patterns to our ecosystems. From the melting ice caps in the Arctic to the bleaching coral reefs in the tropics, the signs are everywhere. Wildlife habitats are struggling and species are being pushed to the brink of extinction. But don't despair. Just like a doctor wouldn't leave you hanging without a treatment plan, we've got solutions up our sleeves. Scientists, engineers, and everyday people are coming together to tackle this global challenge head-on. Think of it this way, Earth is like a giant spaceship, and we're all crewmates. Each of us has a role to play in keeping our spaceship in tip-top shape. We need to work together to ensure a safe and sustainable journey for future generations. We've been burning a bit too much fuel, fossil fuels that is, causing our spaceship to overheat. The excessive use of coal, oil, and natural gas has led to an increase in greenhouse gases, trapping heat in our atmosphere and causing global temperatures to rise. The good news is, we're a resourceful bunch. Human ingenuity knows no bounds, and we've already made significant strides in developing innovative solutions to combat climate change. We've got the knowledge and the tools to switch to cleaner energy sources like solar and wind power. These renewable energy sources are not only sustainable but also becoming more affordable and efficient with each passing day. It's time to trade in our gas guzzlers for electric vehicles and embrace energy efficiency. Electric cars, buses, and even bikes are revolutionizing the way we travel, reducing our carbon footprint and improving air quality. We can turn down the thermostat a notch, switch to LED light bulbs, and unplug those phone chargers when we're not using them. Every little bit helps. Simple actions like these can collectively make a huge difference. We've got this, team. Let's explore the solutions and turn this climate crisis into a climate comeback story. Stay tuned, Science Rules. Together, we can create a brighter, greener future for all. So let's roll up our sleeves, get involved, and make a positive impact on our planet. The journey ahead may be challenging, but with determination and innovation, we can overcome any obstacle. Remember, every action counts, and together, we can make a world of difference. Okay, let's get real for a minute. Climate change is no longer a distant threat, it's happening right now, all around us. Our planet is warming up, and it's not because of a cosmic heat lamp. The average global temperature has increased significantly over the past century. We're talking about greenhouse gases like carbon dioxide, trapping heat from the sun and causing Earth's average temperature to rise. These gases form a sort of blanket around the Earth, preventing heat from escaping back into space. Think of it like wrapping an extra blanket around yourself on a warm night. Things are bound to get sweaty. This extra heat is causing a cascade of changes in our climate system. This global warming is causing a whole host of issues, from more frequent and intense heat waves to rising sea levels. These changes are not just minor inconveniences, they are having profound impacts on ecosystems and human societies. Glaciers are melting at alarming rates, and weather patterns are becoming less predictable. This unpredictability makes it harder for farmers to grow crops and for communities to prepare for natural disasters. We're seeing more droughts in some areas and more floods in others. These extreme weather events are becoming more common and more severe, putting lives and livelihoods at risk. It's like Earth is having a fever dream, and we need to find the cure. The symptoms of this fever are everywhere, from the bleaching of coral reefs to the loss of Arctic ice. The good news is, we know what's causing this fever: human activities. Our reliance on fossil fuels, deforestation, and industrial processes are the main culprits. The burning of fossil fuels for energy, deforestation, and industrial processes are releasing massive amounts of greenhouse gases into the atmosphere. These activities are altering the natural balance of our planet's climate system. Now here's the even better news. Since we're the ones causing the problem, we have the power to fix it. By transitioning to renewable energy sources, protecting forests, and adopting sustainable practices, we can reduce our greenhouse gas emissions. Renewable energy sources like solar and wind power are becoming more affordable and accessible. These technologies can help us reduce our dependence on fossil fuels and lower our carbon footprint. Reforestation and tree planting initiatives are also crucial. Trees absorb carbon dioxide from the atmosphere, acting as natural carbon sinks. By protecting and restoring forests, we can help mitigate climate change. Sustainable agriculture practices such as organic farming and regenerative agriculture can also play a role. These methods reduce greenhouse gas emissions and improve soil health, making our food systems more resilient to climate change. Community action and grassroots movements are driving change at the local level. People around the world are coming together to demand climate action and implement solutions in their own communities. International cooperation is also essential. Climate change is a global problem that requires a global response. Agreements like the Paris Agreement bring countries together to set targets for reducing emissions and adapting to climate impacts. We owe it to future generations to take action now. The choices we make today will determine the kind of world our children and grandchildren inherit. By working together, we can create a future where our planet thrives, with clean air, abundant wildlife, and sustainable energy. The reality of climate change is daunting, but the solutions are within our reach. So let's roll up our sleeves and get to work. Every action counts, and together we can make a difference. The time to act is now. Ready for some electrifying news? We can power our world without relying on fossil fuels. Renewable energy sources like solar, wind, hydro, and geothermal are abundant, sustainable, and getting more affordable every day. It's like tapping into nature's own power grid. Imagine a world where rooftops are adorned with solar panels, harnessing the sun's energy to power our homes and businesses. Picture wind turbines gracefully spinning in the breeze, generating clean electricity for entire communities. That's the future of energy, folks, and it's closer than you think. We can make our homes and buildings more energy efficient too. Upgrading insulation, installing energy-saving windows, and using smart thermostats can significantly reduce our energy consumption. It's like giving our homes an energy-efficient makeover. Remember, folks, every little bit helps in the fight against climate change. Let's embrace the renewable revolution and power our way to a brighter future. Trees are nature's superheroes when it comes to combating climate change. They act like giant air purifiers, absorbing carbon dioxide from the atmosphere and storing it in their trunks, roots, and leaves. It's like they're on a mission to clean up our mess. Deforestation, on the other hand, is like taking away Earth's lungs. When we cut down trees, we release that stored carbon back into the atmosphere, exacerbating the greenhouse effect. It's a double whammy. We lose the benefits of carbon absorption and add more heat-trapping gases to the mix. But here's the good news. We can plant more trees. Reforestation efforts, along with sustainable forest management practices, can help restore our planet's natural carbon sinks. It's like giving Earth a breath of fresh air. So let's hug a tree, plant a tree, and support organizations working to protect our forests. Trees are our allies in the fight against climate change, and we need them on our side. Did you know that our food choices can have a big impact on the planet? The food we choose to eat every day can either contribute to environmental degradation or help in preserving our beautiful Earth. It's a powerful realization that our daily habits can make such a significant difference. From the farm to our forks, the way we produce, transport, and consume food contributes to greenhouse gas emissions. The agricultural sector is responsible for a substantial portion of these emissions, primarily due to livestock farming, deforestation for crop production, and the extensive use of synthetic fertilizers. But don't worry, we can all become eco-conscious eaters. By making informed choices, we can help mitigate these impacts and promote a more sustainable food system. Reducing our meat consumption, particularly red meat, can make a significant difference. Livestock production is a major contributor to methane emissions, a potent greenhouse gas. Methane has a much higher heat-trapping capability than carbon dioxide, making it a critical target for reduction. By incorporating more plant-based meals into our diets, we can reduce our carbon footprint one delicious bite at a time. Plant-based diets are not only beneficial for the environment, but also for our health, providing essential nutrients and reducing the risk of chronic diseases. Supporting local farmers and reducing food waste are also great ways to make our diets more sustainable. When we buy local, we reduce the distance our food travels, which means fewer emissions from transportation. Local produce is often fresher and more nutritious, as it doesn't require long storage times. And when we waste less food, we reduce the resources used to produce it in the first place. Food waste is a significant issue, with a large percentage of food produced never being consumed. By planning our meals, storing food properly, and using leftovers creatively, we can minimize waste. Remember, folks, eating sustainably doesn't mean sacrificing taste or enjoyment. It's about making conscious choices that benefit both our health and the health of our planet. There are countless delicious and sustainable recipes out there waiting to be explored. From hearty vegetable stews to vibrant salads and plant-based burgers, the options are endless. Bon appetit!